welcome back to my channel, About That Much. My name is Eva and I'm so glad that you found us. Today we are making elderberry syrup. This is fantastic for things like colds and flus, but you can also use it in your porridge, make a warm drink, drizzle it over pancakes. So it's a great all-rounder. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing as we're bringing out new content all the time. Let's jump into this vlog and make this elderberry syrup. To make this elderberry syrup, you're going to need 4 cups of water, into this we're going to add 1 cup of dried elderberries. I get mine from Buy Whole Foods online, so you can look there, but you can get them all over the place, Amazon, eBay. So there's that. Into this we're going to add a couple of thick slices of orange. We're going to take the pips out of that one for a start. Add just a couple of slices of lemon. Into that we are also going to add 2 sticks of cinnamon. We're going to add 6 cloves, 1 star anise, 6 cardamom pods that I have just cracked slightly, and some dried ginger. You can use fresh ginger, so I'm just going to throw probably the equivalent as a thumb of ginger into that. And then you can add a vanilla bean or a teaspoon or 2 of vanilla extract. I'm using vanilla powder. I'm going to add that in, and now we're going to bring this up to a boil. Look at that colour already, guys. Also for this recipe you're going to need some raw honey. Let's bring you down and let's talk about elderberry syrup. Now there are hundreds of recipes online. You can take out things, add things. This is just my version of it. If you haven't got the cardamom, leave it out, or if you've got ground cardamom, use that. If you haven't got cinnamon sticks, use a teaspoon of cinnamon. If you haven't got star anise, leave it out. If you don't like oranges, leave that out. Put more lemon in if you like lemon. So yeah, if you could put, I think for cardamom, start at half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of cardamom if it's ground. What else do the people put in this? Oh, they put all sorts, absolutely all sorts. If you haven't got the dried ginger or fresh ginger, that's about a teaspoon of ground ginger if you want to put that in. So you can really make it your own. So use what you've got at home. Some people make it with just sugar, white sugar. Some people make it with brown sugar. Others just make it with normal honey. Others make it with raw honey. I use raw honey because in raw honey there is some great benefits to it. They've got some great healing benefits. So if you've got a sore throat, something like raw honey is antibacterial and antimicrobial, which actually coats the back of your throat and helps soothe that throat and helps fight away any bugs that's attacking it. So raw honey does have lots and lots of benefits. The only trouble is if you use raw honey, do not give it to a child. I think it's under a year old, because it is not recommended. So if you've got young kids, just use normal honey or sugar if you've got very young kids. So just wanted to say that. And also, you know, you take this, you do your own research on this as well. I'm not a herbalist or doctor or any health professional at all. I just showing you what works for us and what is my recipe. So we're going to bring this up to a boil. Once it has boiled, I will bring you back. Okay, as you can see, this is now boiling. So we're now going to turn this down to low. I've just got mine on 2. We're going to let that simmer until we've reduced by around about half. So that's going to take anywhere between 30 minutes to 45. So keep an eye on that. And I thought I would bring you along while I make one of my herbal teas. I'm trying to find a good place to put you. A glass kettle. I'm doing it on the stove. Okay, into that, what do I put? I've got all sorts I have. I'm going to put in some lemon verbena. There's that. I'm going to put in some lavender leaf. The leaves are less potent than the flower, so they're ideal for teas. Nice and calming. Put some of those in, gives a very subtle flavour. I've got some orange and lemon peels, so I'm going to put some of those in. So only what I've dehydrated. There we are, there's that. Next I'm going to put in some eucalyptus leaves. Again, everything is about that much. Play with the flavours what you want. So again, all these herbs, well, lavender and verbena I grew myself. The eucalyptus leaves I bought from Buy Whole Foods again. Now I have some rose hip fine cut, so I'm just gonna, about that. Great vitamin C rose hips. And then lastly, I've just got some lemongrass, but again, about that much. Okay. And then I'm going to put it on, I'm going to put this on a low to medium heat. You never put a glass teapot on a high heat. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually add some thyme into that as well. Where's my thyme? Thyme is very good. Right, where's my thyme? There's my thyme. Again, homegrown. This is what I like to drink. Do your research on your herbs first to make sure that nothing is going to interact with any of your medications. Set up my herbal teas. I love herbal teas. I always love playing around with the flavours. As I said, do your research on all the herbs that interest you. Things like lemon verbena, lemon balm, lavender, chamomile, all of those are calming herbs. So if you're a bit stressed or het up, they're good ones to add in. If you've got a bit of a cold, something like eucalyptus, peppermint, rose hips, they would be good to use. So there's lots of herbs out there that you can and can't play with. I have a whole plethora of herbs. I've got things like marshmallow root, vervain. Trying to remember what else have I got. Burdock, dandelion, galangal, ginger, you name it. You can even throw a cinnamon stick in with that if you wanted. And use your spices as well. Right, what I'm going to do next is I'll bring you back when my tea is done. The elderberry syrup will just simmer nicely until it's half. You can see it's already going down, but it's going to take a while. I think it's a minimum of half an hour. I'm normally more on the 45 minutes. Can go as long as an hour sometimes, all depends how low I've got it and how much of a rush. Because I don't know whether you know, do not eat elderberries raw, because they are quite poisonous, which is why you cook them. You cook them thoroughly. It kills all the poisonous toxins in it, and it releases the health benefits. So don't just consume them, they will make you quite poorly. So what I will do is I will bring you back when my tea's been done. Okay, as you can see, my kettle is boiling. Probably really hard to see in this light. I'm going to turn that off. I'm just going to let it sit there just for a couple of minutes. Still keeping an eye on the elderberry syrup. Okay, and let's pour. Mine does have like a little grill bit in there that helps catch some of the bits, but I always put it through an extra little sieve. It just catches those bits. Into that, isn't that a lovely colour? Into that we are going to add some honey. I'm going to need my second hand for that. There we are. Get a teaspoon. Some of my honey is crystallized. It's not an issue. Again, this is raw honey. Great healing benefits. Okay, gonna give that a good stir. There we are. One herbal tea ready to drink. Okay, you can see it is reducing. which is great. I've got a little drop in there, so I can probably have another cup out of that. I always make sort of like 1 to 2 cups of my herbal tea. As I said, do not be frightened of experimenting with flavours. I'm not going to take a mouthful of it now because I am likely to burn my mouth. But I thought what we can do now is do the £1.50 pantry challenge. Just while I've got it here. And if you do not know why I do the £1.50 pantry challenge, I will link up in the iCards up here on a video that I did explaining why I do what I do. But a quick overall of it is I do this to show people that you can have a pantry on a very small amount of money. So on just £1.50 we have a huge amount of food already done, because I start it in January and I run it all the way through till December. So we do virtually a year, and already we have so much food. Again, I can link a video just a few weeks back showing you how much we had then. Now again, it will be up in this iCard up here. But in this £1.50 pantry challenge, all we do single ingredients, convenience foods, sweet treats, plasters, bandages, toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, soaps, basically A to Z through everything. So this week we have rich tea biscuits, this was from Tesco's, and a Wibble jelly, all grown up, cola jelly flavour, and it's nothing artificial, low in sugar and plant based, and it's a quick set apparently. I thought that'd be great just to throw in as a easy pudding. So that will be going in this week's £1.50 pantry challenge, and what I will do is I will bring you back when we are ready to do the next step with this elderberry syrup. Right guys, as you can see, this has reduced down quite a lot. What I'm going to do now, I've been going about 40 minutes. I am just going to get a potato masher and I am going to give everything a good mash around to make sure those berries release their goodness. Trying to get some of that lemon and orange and the cinnamon sticks out of the way. There. Push them over to one side and then I can mash these a bit better. Because we really want all those berries to burst, to release their flavours and goodness. There we are. Trying to see if I've got majority of them. Yeah, they look pretty good. Now we're going to turn off the heat. I'm going to take it off of the heat, and that's where we're going to leave it until it's cooled right down, because we don't want to strain it and put honey in it yet, as you'll kill all the good benefits in the raw honey. So I'm going to sit and let it cool right down. That's the rest of my tea. I've just topped up and washed up my glass teapot. If you like my glass teapot, because I absolutely love it. It took me ages to find one that would work on this herb. It's a shame it doesn't show. It's like almost like a yellowy colour. I will see if I can link it down in the description box. It was, I believe, off of Amazon. I love this teapot, I really do. So I will do that. And down in the description will also be the recipe for this elderberry syrup as well. So yeah, we're going to leave that until that's nice and cool. Right guys, this is quite a while later and we are going to strain it. I've doubled my cheesecloth here. And I have put it into a jug, and that is done deliberately. I'm also squeezing, pushing the juice through, because you want as much as you can out of it. Give it a good squeeze. My hands are clean because I've literally just washed up the saucepan. You want to get as much as you can out of it. Good workout for your arms. Right, that's about as much as I can do. Now we're going to add in our honey. And that's our cup of raw honey. And we're just going to stir it till it all combines. Just making sure that honey is fully incorporated in it. And then we can check it for sweetness. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Okay, and then with a very clean jar, I actually put this in my oven for 10 minutes. It's cold now, just to make sure it's almost as sterilised. Can I pour this in? So honey, I'll give it another stir. This just makes a good quart. I keep mine in my fridge. It will keep, I've heard, up to a year, I've heard people freeze it. Apparently it freezes well into small, like, little 4-ounce jars or something. But me, it stays in my fridge. Yeah, we were gone before the year. It'll probably be gone within a few months. Gonna clean up. And there we are. Beautiful elderberry syrup. Well, to have your elderberry syrup, if you're feeling unwell, I'd say a tablespoon 3 times a day if you're feeling like a cold or the flu coming on. Failing that, use it on pancakes, use it in porridge, put some in the bottom of a cup and put hot water on. That tastes really good. So there's many ways of actually using it. It doesn't just have to be to treat colds and flu. You can use it on, other things. So if you've liked this vlog, please give it the big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way you'll not miss another video. So until next time, guys, bye and take care.